Welcome, this is Viper278. Bringing you today's tutorial is on Courseplay 4.01 and the Combi mode. So today I'm using my Westbridge Forest map. And we're going to start the map up. Now, I forgot to mention this in my first tutorial on the overview. When you first start up Courseplay for the first time, it's going to ask you if you want to scan your fields automatically. Always click yes. What this does, there presets all the headlands on your map. So, and you click yes, and it also asks you if you want to have your workers make $1,005 an hour. Okay. I wish I made that much an hour, but I'm stingy. I'm a slave master, so I am gonna click no. I want free help. So they get to eat for free. So I'm going to click no. Okay, so now what this does is this automatically sets up your headlands for all your fields. Okay, so Combi mode, what this does, and let's get into our, I'm going to send this guy off, or no, I'm sorry, I'm going to jump out and get into my little tipper over here that I got waiting on the side of the field here, somewhere way down yonder. Ooh, long field. Okay. He's trucking, he's running, he's almost out of breath. I'm a fat farmer, so it takes me a while to get across the field. Okay. Now the Combi mode is the second icon here. Okay. What this icon does is sets up a course to have the tipper wait for the combine to fill up, and when it calls it, it'll go over to him, it'll take its offload and either wait for more, or if he's full, he'll go to the silo or wherever you want to bring your crops. So first we're going to make a route to collect the to go to the silo. So there's two ways of setting up the course. You can have them wait on the side of the field, or you can have them wait inside the field. If you wait on the side of the field, and here's the combine icon here, and by default it says automatic search. Now if you're on the field and you're putting your start point here, he will find the combine automatically on this particular field, and only this field. So if the combine on another field is within range, he'll ignore him, he'll only pull it here. If you have him starting off the field, like so, you have to designate which combine for it to look for. Okay. Automatic search, he will not pick up any combines that he's not on the field for. So if he's off the field, you have to designate which combine it is. Now you choose your combine. I have the New Holland CP10 CR1090, and you can see the distance away is 199 meters. And if you keep clicking, here's here's a harvester. This will be the Techron 415. This will be the potato harvester, and all your combines on your map will be on here. Only the ones you have bought so far. So you gotta be careful if you have a bunch of, the same harvesters, that you're picking the right one. Okay. Now, when you go to different fields and you're setting up different combines, not the one you're next to is gonna be the top of the list. This is probably in order how you bought them. So, okay. So I like to do being on the field. That way you can use the automatic search, and I'll give you a demonstration of both. Okay. So we're going to do set automatically. So I'm going to set this to automatically. Now I'm going to make my run to my silo, and that's all you have to do. So I'm going to start our course. I usually start at the beginning of, where the harvester first takes off, and some other video tutorials you see that they say, oh, you got to start at this point and return to the in this direction. I don't find that the case. You don't have to have really a loop to where you start and finish, because when he's on the field he stops next to the harvester every time anyway, so it really don't matter. So we're going to start a course right here, and you want to go straight at least for 3 waypoints. Those are the orange tickers on top, and then you can make your turns. It makes it a little bit easier. So my silo is actually right over here. So I'm going to bring him right to my tip point. Now you don't have to stop. He'll know when to stop, and I'll circle right around back to the field. Now I can stop anywhere on the field I want, so I'm just going to pick a point further up here, and that's no problem. Okay. So now I'm done with that. So okay, now we can save our course, and this is field 12, so I'll go field 12, and I put 2, and I put my silo. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go up here. Okay. Actually, before we do that, we're going to set up our settings here. Driver settings, there's nothing to do there. This is our game settings, Courseplay settings. Like I said earlier, you can use first and second, or first and end waypoints shown only, or you can show all of them. So you can see back there, I have all the waypoints showing. I think I'll drive back here. So you got all your points showing here, and then you can do or just the first and last, which is here and there. Okay. Okay. You throw in your speeds. I just use the default in field. You can go up to 20 miles an hour. So I use that one for this particular tipper with the front axle on the trailer. I'll probably keep it down to the 14 as the default. We'll make it 15, and everything else I keep the same. Okay. Combine mode we already set to automatic search, and then this is where you're going to set when you're going to start picking up. So when the combine gets to 75% full, he'll call this guy over. When the tipper gets 90% full, he'll leave the harvester and come over and unload. Now if the harvester is still unloading when he goes past the 90, he'll continue to receive the crops from the harvester, and then once he's 100%, then he'll drive off. But 90% is minimum. That way you're not going there just for the last 10%. If you would set that to 100 and the combine still has more left in it, and then he'll have to come back, and the combine might be sitting waiting by the time he comes back. So I usually do You can do 50, 60, 80. I would do like 75 and 90. Maybe even sometimes less than that. Okay, our world button here, that's your manage your courses. So there's my field 12 to silo. And my previous ones I showed you, that's to start the course. So when you're ready to do this particular course, you just click the first folder there. If you want to erase it, say you want to change it, we can do that. And we can put the trash can and delete the course and make a new one if you didn't like the one you made. Okay, and then your driver controls, this just starts your driver off. So what we're going to do is we're just going to quickly jump over here, jump in a harvester, get him going, and we'll jump in here, jump in a harvester, and we'll get him going. We'll back him up a little bit. Okay, we'll get him going, and we'll get out of the way, turn around, get into here. Okay. Now when I'm doing on the field, I select where it says start course at, which is right here. I always do just the nearest waypoint. Okay. So you can start him anywhere on the map here. I usually start him right here, right when the harvester first takes off. And then I'm going to go ahead and drive course. Now, from my screen you can't see this, but on the bottom it says waiting for Combine to be ready. Okay. So what we're going to do is, to speed up process here, we're going to do our setting Combi mode. We're going to just go really low so we can go get them. So I'm going to go down to, say, 10%. And we'll drive off at 10%. This is just for demonstration purposes. So when the combine gets down to 10%, it will actually take off. Actually, we can even go that. Okay, see? So I got down to 5%, and you can see he's got called automatically. And the combine is set to automatic search, so you can see he is going off. And he's going to come up from behind the combine, circle around, and catch up to him. And he'll stay with him until the tipper is 10% or the harvester is empty. So the harvester does it. Everything's automatic. He'll match his speed. He'll start filling. So the harvester is empty. And he's going to sit there and wait till the harvester calls him back again. So now he's 5% full again, so he's going to go back. And now he's going to start at his first point, which he picks up. Since I did nearest point, he'll pick up the Courseplay line. And he's going to go over to the silo, the route that you gave it. And left side back. Go. Okay. So he's going to tip over. and he's going to go back to the starting point again. So he's going to go and go to the finish point of your course. So he's going to go past where he started from, and he's going to sit at that stop sign until the Combine calls him again. So we still have him set at 5%, so when the Combine gets 5% full, he'll continue. Okay, you can see he's going off to the tipper. Now, on your controls, on your settings, where you have the pathfinding activated, what the tipper tries to do is try not to unload on the crop side. He'll try and wait for the harvester to be on the early harvest side. So he may be higher than 5% or higher than your minimum percentage is that you set, for starting at, and he'll wait till he gets to the row where he's not on the crop side. As long as he still has room in his tank. If he's full already, then he's gonna go get it no matter what. So as you can see, he's picking up his next load, and he'll wait till the Combine gets ahead some, and then he's gonna pull in behind it and wait for it to call him back again. Or if he's ready to be to the silo, he's going to drive off to the silo. So he's going to wait there, and then the program picks up that he's 10% full. So now he's going to go off to his starting point. And now he's going to go to if you ever gets there. There he goes. You had to find the waypoints. So now he's going to go off to his silo to empty. Okay. And he's going to go back to his waiting spot. And he's going to rinse and repeat. Okay. So I'm going to stop him there. We're going to clear this course. And now what we're going to do is we're going to show you when you actually can choose your harvester, and we're going to start off the course, off the field. So now this one here, you do want to have sort of a direct line to where you go, and you want to have at least the 3 points before you make your turns. It makes it a little easier for the turning process, because they mainly pick up the third waypoint when you're doing a nearest starting at. So, but we're going to do a start at the first point. So this one you can have basically right here. You can start him right here, because he's going to come off the field. So you can have him the start point off the field here. You want to make sure that your start point's not where he'll get into any obstructions. So I'm going to start our course here. We can go ahead and turn it off. Line up. So we're going to make a beeline to our silo. And we'll run over our tip point, and we'll come back to our waiting point. Now we're going to wait on the side of the field. Now you want to pick a point on the side of the field where he won't have any obstructions to get to any point on the field. So he's okay right here. You can have him wait on the other side of the field. I do it on this side, that way there if you get too close to the edge on the other side, the harvester may run into you. So we're going to leave him right here, and we'll stop him right here. And like I said, we can save this one as field 12 dash. We can do field 12 side, and then bring to silo. You can name it whatever you want, whatever's easy for you to remember. Okay. So now in our course manager, manage folders, there you go, field 12 side silo. Okay. So we're picking this guy up. So we'll go ahead and clear this one out. And we're going to start him, say he's coming from another field, and we'll put him back here someplace, okay? And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do start at nearest waypoint. We're going to drive the course. He's all set. Okay. So you start him off back here, say he's coming from another field. So you got field 12, side of field 12 to the silo. We're going to load that course up. Start from your right to left. No settings there. Your settings are okay there, all default. Your speeds are okay. Combine, you want to automatically, or you got to choose your combine because you're not on the field. So you got to select manually. So you got your combine here. Your offsets, you don't have to worry about any of that with the tipper. You set your start pickup percentage, and then you drive off percentage. So like I said in the first example, I'm just doing this low as a testing out. You manage courses, you're all set there, and then we're going to tell it to drive. So you put nearest waypoint. Now if you put first waypoint, he'll probably drive up to the waypoint lines and then take off and go around to the silo and then back and then stop. So you can choose either one. So if you do nearest waypoint, that way when he's on the field, he'll pick up your course rather than going back to the beginning. Okay. So here's drive course. And he's going to pick up the course. Now he's going to sit and wait at your end point until the combine calls him. Okay. So the combine's calling him over. And he'll pull up from behind him like he did the last time. And he's full, so he's going to drive off, and he's going to pick up his course. Near their start line. And he's going to go to the silo and offload. And you see he's offloading. When he finishes, he'll head back to his waiting point until the combine calls him again. And that's it. So just an overview is whichever way you do it. I prefer to be on the field. Then you don't have to worry about selecting which harvester you're on. It makes it easy that way. Because if you have a big farm and you got 10 harvesters, sometimes it's hard to find which one you're actually going to, especially if they're in close proximity of each other. And doing automatically when you're on the field, if you have 2 harvesters on the same field, even though they have the same name, it will only choose the one particular harvester. So this is good if you have multiple harvesters on the field for the one that selects automatic search. Okay. That concludes my tutorial for today. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.